90-Day Fiancé. I think David Toborowsky is trying too hard to look young. David Toborowsky is going to have a baby with Annie Suwan, but I feel like the 90-Day Fiancé star is worried, since he needs to be a better dad this time around. David and Annie now live in Arizona in a fancy new house. While they were last seen attempting to adopt Annie's younger brother and cousin sister in David and Annie, after the 90 days, they gave up and decided to have their own child. Annie recently revealed she is pregnant after a successful IVF procedure. However, the question remains, is David doing all this to start over? Life is giving David a second chance. There were times when I thought that David and Annie were not a couple meant to last. Today, they are not only one of the most successful pairs in the franchise, but they're also the most loved. I always have a smile on my face when a post by David and Annie shows up on my Instagram. These days, their updates make me extra happy since Annie has been so excitedly sharing her pregnancy journey with fans. David had 3 children from a previous relationship, daughters named Ashley and Brittany, and a son named Jacob. David's son Jacob was in the news when he suffered a gunshot wound to the face in 2018. Ashley has 3 children of her own, while Brittany appears to have 1 son, making David a grandfather. His daughter Ashley has openly criticized David. David's children called him out for being an absentee father. He was never present for his children despite living under the same roof. David traveled and hung out with his friends but never took his children on trips. David has repaired his relationship with his children now, but that doesn't mean he will be a good father to his next child. I wonder if David could be worried about repeating the same parenting mistakes he made earlier. He behaved like a brother with his kids. David was not a responsible father. Now that fans like me will watch David raise his new son with Annie, he's probably concerned about being shamed for not having been there for his other kids. However, David could finally redeem himself and prove that he, too, can be a great dad. Annie got baby fever in 2023 after she welcomed a new nephew in Thailand. Until then, I'd only read interviews where David spoke about his surgical procedure not allowing him to have children. David didn't want to be changing diapers in his 60s, but that's unavoidable now. He is trying to be fit and live longer for his B.